Please, Manoj. This is the part of matter from yesterday.
Yes.
So Shankar Narayan is on his legs, Manoj. He'll soon join, Manoj. If I can just start meanwhile.
Please.
Just to recapitulate, Manoj.
You are arguing from 33 or 33.2?
33.2, Manoj. 33.2. This is a matter of the state of Uttarakhand.
Yes.
And just to recapitulate in 2 minutes, Manoj. The issue here is very limited to the fact that the petitioners from all states, 33 to 33.5, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Punjab, and Himachal.
वो दे दिए कल का brief इनका.
Written submissions, compilation.
Convenience compilation वगैरह सब है इसमें. How much more time are you likely to take?
So Mr. Shankar Narayan will take about 15 minutes. For the other states, I need about 20 minutes put together, all three states. Then
Yes, I take less than 20 minutes.
You are for?
This is a writing from utrakhand. So I'm not going to cover anything Mr. Shankar Narayan asked.
Yes.
So, Lord, the moot question.
You are continuing on behalf of Mr.
Mr.
Shankar
Shankar
Narayan only.
Narayan,
Then why will we give Mr. Shankar Narayan more time? You completed.
Very well, Lord.
Yes.
He had something to say there. I was never.
You say that whatever he has.
Very
to say.
well, Lord. So, Lord, the moot question, just to recapitulate in 1 minute.
ये आप लोग सब इधर उधर कर देते हैं हमारे उस पे. There, right.
Copies, yeah. Sorry. Run period. I don't think we change this. 129.
This is joint convenience compilation.
Joint convenience compilation.
Filed by Mr. Manjit Kalra.
Indeed.
Yes.
May it please, Lord. My Lord Justice Mehta है.
Sir,
Just to recapitulate the issue, the moot question was this, my Lord, that the petitioners who have a qualification of bridge course plus B.Ed, one, have they been non-suited by any court till date? Second, do they meet the minimum eligibility or the minimum qualification as set by NCT for teaching in primary school, my Lord? And for that, Devesh Sharma.
DLED.
I'm sorry.
DLED.
Well, DLED is a diploma in elementary education. That's a different course altogether. When I did B.Ed, there was no option of
So that's what we are saying. Do they require the certification of diploma
DLED?
certification of DLED?
DLED, or just to rephrase that, is DLED equivalent to B.Ed plus bridge course? That is the second argument that I'm trying to make. The reason is this, my lord, that in 2017, when the recognition orders came, where this course had to be done for in-service, whoever was in private school, because we all of us are in private school. To better our prospects, we have now applied for government jobs. So in 2017, when the Right to Education Act was being amended, and the in-service teachers had to, not being removed, had to take up this additional course, there were two gates given, in my humble submission, two gates. The first gate was that if your qualification of while teaching as a primary school teacher is B.Ed, then gate 1 is to be opted, which is this bridge course. And at the same time, same date, there was another gate that if you do not have B.Ed, but you want to continue teaching in class 1 to 5, then you will have to take diploma in elementary education. That was the second gate. And both these courses was done via common date notification, as I mentioned. Fortunately, my lord, the test for the second gate, which is diploma in elementary education, where these persons were allowed to continue, would they also be eligible to apply for fresh recruitments, was a question that has come before this honorable court in multiple rounds of litigation.
So, according to you, somebody who had a B.Ed,
Indeed, my lord.
and he wanted to continue further, then he had to do a bridge course.
Indeed, my lord.
And if he was continuing without a degree of B.Ed in a private institution,
Indeed.
teaching primary classes,
Indeed.
then he was required to undergo that DLED.
DLED. So I'll just rephrase.
Correct.
my lord. Yes, I'll just rephrase.
DLED is 18 months course.
18 months.
Bridge
course.
course is 6 months.
Indeed, my lord.
Right.
Yes. I will just slightly rephrase it. If I had B.Ed, then the state governments in 2017 said that you can only do the bridge
Bridge course, correct.
If I don't complete the bridge course by 2019, that is the cutoff date 31st March, I would have been removed from my job.
Right.
If I did not have B.Ed, because at that time the teachers were recruited who did not have B.Ed as well. If I did not have B.Ed while teaching in class 1 to 5, then the only option for such persons who were in service was diploma in elementary education to continue teaching. Now, if either of these two things are not done, persons or teachers who would continue to teach, they would have been removed after 31st March 19. The second phase of argument which I am coming to, that persons who did DLED, this 18-month course as a one-time
Now, according to you, all these private teachers
Indeed.
who are here, they have either done their bridge course, those who had B.Ed,
Indeed.
and those who did not have B.Ed, they have done their DLED.
Indeed, my lord. I'm so
Correct.
grateful. I'm so grateful.
And now you have been wrongly removed.
Yes.
There was no argument yesterday, at least. DELED, there was no argument yesterday.
I'm the reason I'm coming to that. If you see the chart,
Yesterday
Lord,
we posed the query.
yes, there was a chart shown, my lord. If my lord would have the chart which had 3 phases.
They
One
all are with B.Ed
No,
and
one
bridge
second,
course.
please.
What?
I had
Right.
shown a chart yesterday which had 3 categories, my lord. If my lord would just
Yes.
have the chart for a minute. One of the categories DLED.
Yes.
So the reason I brought in DLED was because at that time when there were 2 gates, one of the gate was DLED. And whether this DLED is a valid course to apply for fresh government jobs has been tested by this honorable court in multiple rounds of litigation. The petitioners herein are not DLED. We are only those class which
That's
choose the
what we
first.
said, Mr. Counsel.
Right.
That it was
The
not your
DLED issue
argument.
is not
Yes,
here.
yes,
for-
the
DLED
issue is
why
not
you
here.
about
But
the bridge
yes,
course.
the issue is not here.
confusing
No, the issue is not that. I'm on a different question. Please hear me out for a minute. What I'm trying to say is this. Today, because of this bridge course, I can continue to teach in a school wherever.
Basically, in 2017, the level who were B.Ed and were teaching, only they were given that benefit that they should complete a bridge course and
Indeed.
then continue.
Indeed.
That's all.
Indeed.
Those who did not have B.Ed did not have this benefit of continuing and in the meantime doing B.Ed,
Indeed.
bridge course or DLED.
Indeed.
Correct?
Yes.
DLED they could have done.
No.
That's what he argued.
Yes, yes. I'm
He
just
argued
trying to-
that Those who had B.Ed, they were
Yes.
rather prohibited from having or going for a DLED course.
That's
The-
right.
The government.
So why would they do
stopped
it? That's an 18-month.
Just see. One second.
Just one minute. The 23rd August 2010 notification, which is the minimum qualification, says DLED should be a 2-year.
Yes.
These recognition orders, 2 recognition orders were passed on the same day. One which recognized B.Ed and bridge course.
Yes.
The other was for those teachers who had no training at all. For them, DLED course of 18 months.
18 months.
So those 2 recognition orders were relaxations for untrained teachers having no qualification.
Those who did not have B.Ed,
So unlike the qualification in under 23(1), which said DLED should be on 2 years, this was relaxation, and this said you could do either DLED for 18 months, and if you have B.Ed training, then you could do.
was 6 months bridge course. Now that.
2019, if I may add also, as per the parliamentary amendment, the cutoff was fixed at 31st March 2019 itself.
All right.
Right?
Yes.
So these 2 gates there, either of the gates had to be chosen by the persons who were untrained. Now, for continuing to be in job, we had to do one of these courses. The question, another moot question, that if you're eligible to continue in the job, are you also eligible to apply for a fresh recruitment? This question for the DLED, which was the second gate, has been tested by this honorable court in a subsequent proceeding, where this honorable court holds that because you have done this 18-month DLED course by which you shouldn't have been removed, you are also eligible to apply for a fresh job. Bringing in the same analogy here, the fact that I have done this bridge course and I am not being removed from a private school, I, in my humble submission, should be permitted to apply for a fresh
Oh,
recruitment is my
you want to say that by doing this 18 months DLED course,
indeed.
you become eligible for a fresh recruitment, a government recruitment,
In which this
without
court
being
is,
undergoing a 2-year course, which is the requirement under the Act.
Indeed. That is what this
So-
court has held.
This court has held.
Hey, this is what
Can I
is.
just say something that is
Wait, 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 wait.
It's squarely covered by Javier saying.
All right, wait.
Let
Let
have
them
your turn, don't
To
worry.
understand what is this interruption.
take your seat. Find out. You don't have a seat.
You can
Push
just
somebody
go
back. Huh? Find your seat.
So that question has been traveled till here and has been settled that whoever has done this 18-month one-time course and was in service as on the cutoff date is also eligible to apply for a fresh recruitment. Fresh recruitment done, appointments done, contents filed, etc. So bringing in that analogy, what I'm trying to submit is that because I'm not being removed from a private school if I was continuing, therefore I am eligible to apply for a fresh recruitment is also my case.
Having done the bridge course before the
Having
cutoff
done
date.
bridge course before the cutoff date. So therefore, we always had the eligibility. Thank you. The third most important aspect, my lord, what Justice Mehta specifically put this question to us, that were the rules amended first or was the advertisement first? I have made an updated convenience chart for today. If I can just tender that, my lord, to explain this point, if you can please. And this is a convenience chart for all the states so that I don't trouble with each and every brief, my lord. What I am trying to explain in this convenience chart is this, before my lords have it.
Now, what has the High Court held?
The High Court has held is that because Devesh Sharma says that B.Ed as a qualification cannot be considered for primary school,
Primary school.
therefore
So-
you having B.Ed plus whatever is also not eligible. Without getting into the fact that the Devesh Sharma judgment categorically is in my favor because it proceeds on the assumption that class of people like me don't exist. If I can just, I'm grateful for that question. Please see that one paragraph in Devesh Sharma in the convenience compilation.
No, Devesh Sharma, we have seen, you show us what.
Yes,
the
just
High
one
Court
line. Okay, very well. I'll directly come to the High. Can I
has-
just?
Otherwise, you proceed in your way.
No, Lords, I'll be happy to proceed in your way. Lord. So, just one paragraph in Devesh Sharma and then to show the impugned order. Page 250 of my convenience compilation in 33.2, my lord. Three years, my lords may just note down. 2019, I complete bridge course. 21 is High Court order of Devesh Sharma. 23 is this Honorable Court's judgment in Devesh Sharma. Very, very important.
You are referring to page?
33.2, page 250, 250.
Yes.
Lord Justice Mehta, is it?
Yes, carry on.
My Lord, would kindly come to above para 64, last 6 lines. It is to cover this defect.
That all such candidates.
All such candidates must undergo a mandatory 6 months bridge course in elementary education. The irony here is that all this is being done when the state of Rajasthan already has more than required number of diploma qualified candidates available. Very, very important now. This is besides the fact that presently there is no such bridge course available. At least there was none till the disposal of the petition by the Rajasthan High Court. So, my lord, this would mean that while deciding Devesh Sharma, this Honorable Court felt that the class of people like me, like the petitioners, do not exist. Because this observation is made in
So
2023.
where is this bridge course provided for in the rules or in the procedure? Tell us.
Yes, I am so grateful, my lord.
Yes.
Kindly come, my lord, in the same very compilation
Yes.
to the notification, my lord, at page 129. 129.
Hmm. Yes.
My lord has the recognition order 22nd September 2017
By the NCT.
by the NCT, my lord. I will just read, my lord. Whereas the matter of recognition of project proposal of National Institute of Open Schooling for 6 months PDPT, that's my course, my lord, through Swayam portal of MHRD for training of teachers having B.Ed qualification and teaching at primary level class 1 to 5 in government, government aided, private unaided recognized schools was considered by NRC and NRC overseen as follows. Second part is important, my lord. Whereas the NCT has received directions, very, very important, under 29 of the NCT Act from the MHRD, wide their letters dated so and so, both these letters, my lord. The project proposal for recognition of 6 months program through online distant learning mode has been submitted by NIOS to NCT. The proposal is for conducting online 6 months PDPET course through the Swayam portal for teachers having B.Ed qualification and teaching classes at primary level 1 to 5 in government so and so schools. Further, my lords, and whereas in view of the above mentioned directions of the Ministry of Human Resource Human Resources Development under Section 29 of the NCT Act 1993. And after considering the recommendation of the expert committee chairperson, NCT, in exercise of his powers under clause 12 of the NCT Recognition Norms and Procedure Regulations 2014, granted relaxation, very, very important, wide NCT headquarters letter number so and so, and letter dated 22nd 9/17 to the following provisions in the NCT regulations for ensuring that the directives of MHRD for implementing the amendment to the RT Act are duly fulfilled. The intention here was to fulfill the amendment to the RT Act. My lord. Then please see these 8 Romans with me, my lord. First, any provision related to online submission of the application of NCT application portal. Second, any provision related to the duration of the program. Third, any provision in regulations. Fourth is important. Any provision prescribing the number and nature of study centers to enable so and so. Fifth, allow NIOs to operate study centers manned by staff as per instructions of MHRD to enable NIOs to complete, very, very important, to complete the training of in-service teachers by 31st March 19. That is the cutoff date, my lord. Any provision in regulation restricting the intake capacity in 6 months program to enable NIOs to train any required number of trained teachers. Then the very next page, my lord, 130. 7. Since almost all the states and union territories of the country are involved in this exercise of training untrained teachers, there shall be no requirement of seeking no objection certificates from individual states' UTs. Besides the above, the next one, besides the above relaxation, NRC may also consider imposing a condition of regular inspection / monitoring of program through a mechanism of inspection of centers by senior so and so, so and so. We may just skip that, my lord. Now please see the next part. And whereas after having considered all the above facts and figures, the NRC considered the case in so and so, decided that recognition be granted to NIOS for 6 months PDPT ODL program through SWAYAM portal of MHRD for training in service untrained teachers under section 14 of the NCT Act 1993 and clause 7 subclause 16 of the NCT regulations to fulfill the following conditions. Now these conditions are very important. Roman 1. This program is only for teachers having B.Ed qualification, very, very important. And teaching classes at primary level 1 to 5 in government, government aided and private unaided recognized schools. That's point number 1. Point number 2. NIOS shall operate study centers manned by staff academic year as per instructions of MHRD to enable NIOS to complete the training of in-service teachers by 31st March 19. These are the directions that is being given. Then third, my lord, there shall be no restriction to the number and nature of study centers. Fourth, intake capacity of each center shall be maximum so and so. And fifth, very, very important again, all provisions in the NCT Act and Regulations 14, other than those relaxed under clause 12 of NCT regulations, will be applicable. And then the last part, my lord, now therefore, the source of power is defined here. In exercise of powers vested under 14(3)(a)(1), 15(3)(a) of the NCT Act 1993, the Northern Regional Committee hereby grants recognition to NIOS so and so under clause 716 of NCT Recognition Norms and Procedure Regulations 14 for 6-month PDPT ODL program through SWAYAM portal of MHRD for training of teachers having B.Ed qualification and teaching classes at primary level 1 to 5 in government, government aided so and so schools subject to fulfillment of the conditions mentioned above. And this at 131 is sent to all of the concerned, my lord. So therefore, my lord, what is essentially done is that this course which has been introduced has an entire history and that is well recognized. What is
So now
most
why don't you read the finding of the High Court? As my lord said, your argument is very clear
very well,
that we have acquired that 6 months
very well,
training, and so in terms of these notifications,
very well.
we are entitled to be considered. That's
Indeed.
your argument. Simple
Yes.
as that.
So kindly come
Read
to
the
the
finding.
impugned order, my lord, in the SLP at page 1.
Hmm.
It starts, my lord. And then the findings, my lord, at para 6 onwards, page 6 of the SLP.
Yes. Which notification has been struck down? 28/6/2018.
28/6/8/16 is the notification by which in
Which has been-
Devesh Sharma.
the
Devesh Sharma.
very same notification which you are now reading.
No, my lords.
Read para 4. Read para 4.
Para 4, my lord, a perusal of the aforesaid notification dated 28/6/2018 reveals that candidates with B.Ed qualification
Hmm.
from NCT recognized institutions were made eligible for appointment as teachers in primary schools, provided after appointment, such persons mandatorily undergo a 6 month bridge course in elementary education, recognized by NCT within 2 years of appointment as primary teacher. So this is a subsequent notification. The one that I was reading was 22nd September 17,
17,
1
yes.
year ago. This is a subsequent notification. When I was taking this course, this notification did not exist. This notification essentially said that now we will include B.Ed also along with this bridge course, if you do within appointment, as a qualification to apply in primary school. And that was the subject matter of Devesh Sharma. That whether inclusion of B.Ed when the bridge course has not been done, would that be a rightful exercise by NCT to increase the competition, etc.? This was the subject matter of challenge. In fact, if my lords would want to see this notification,
It's on the previous page only.
133. In fact, this is reproduced.
It's
I'm
on
so
the
grateful.
previous page
Yes, I'm
only.
so grateful. At page 3, it is there.
Yes.
So, my lord would see that there another aspect is added, which we read yesterday, but there was no challenge to the second part that this 6 months bridge course could be done. Now, coming on to para 6, my lords, at page 6 in the impugned order. Thus, after the judgment rendered by Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Devesh Sharma, please, I'll take the liberty to use B.Ed only. B.Ed only is not sufficient qualification for appointment as primary teachers, and completing 6 months bridge course will not improve the case of a candidate having B.Ed qualification. To put otherwise, B.Ed only qualification. Here, I feel, my lord, the Honorable High Court has slightly gone wrong. Perusal of the said judgment further reveals that the notification issued by NCT on 18 June 2018 was set aside by the Rajasthan High Court, and the judgment rendered by Rajasthan High Court was upheld by the Honorable Supreme Court. Further, my lord, para 7 is important. Learned counsel for the petitioners relied upon the order dated 8/4/2024, passed by the Honorable Supreme Court in review petitions filed in so-and-so. Of the said orders revealed that the protection was only given to such B.Ed qualification holders who were appointed as teachers pursuant to a notice of advertisement. We had read this out, my lord, yesterday, but what this essentially says is this, that the clarification order in Devesh Sharma, just to reiterate, was that have you been appointed during the pendency of the matter before this honorable court and only as a B.Ed holder, then we will not disturb those appointments subject to fulfillment of condition. That is being reproduced. Then please come, my lord, to para 11, my lord. Page 8. May I read it?
Yes.
Since the successful completion of 2 years DELED course is one of the essential qualification as per the rules for appointment as teachers in government primary schools, therefore the qualification possessed by the petitioners cannot be treated as equivalent, very, very important, my lord, cannot be considered as equivalent to what is required under the rules. Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Devesh Sharma Supra has held that B.Ed and DELED are different qualifications. Again, B.Ed only and DELED are different qualifications which are meant for different purposes. Therefore, on the basis of B.Ed qualification, petitioners cannot be appointed as teachers in a government primary school. Completion of 6 months bridge course by the petitioners will not improve their case, as inherent difference in the nature of B.Ed and DELED qualification would still remain. Lord, the entire consideration in my humble submission is only qua B.Ed plus the fact that both these courses are not equivalent. The bridge course provided for in para 9 of the order passed in review petition in the case of Devesh Sharma is only for the benefit of such B.Ed qualification holders who were already appointed prior to the judgment rendered in the said case, while petitioners are yet to be appointed. I cannot be compared to that class, my lord, because at that time, these people have not done bridge course. The observations that have been recorded here are in 23. I did it in 2019. Then, my lord, para 12. The challenge thrown by the petitioners to the recruitment rules is also without any force. Law is well settled that the employer has an inherent right to determine the qualifications needed for appointment to a particular post. No one can insist that he be declared eligible based on the qualification he possesses. Again, I'll pause here for a minute, my lord. The change or the amendment was brought because of Devesh Sharma. It was not an independent change. Saying that because Devesh Sharma says B.Ed has to be removed, hence we are removing B.Ed, but we are not considering B.Ed plus bridge course was never mentioned. It was only B.Ed, B.Ed, B.Ed.
Now, where is that change which they brought after Devesh Sharma,
That, my lords, would kindly
which we
find.
challenged before the High Court?
In the convenience compilation. My lords, would kindly come back to the convenience compilation. 108, my lord. 108 of the convenience compilation, my lord. Column 1 on top it says existing rules. 108. May I read, please?
Just one minute. This is Dehradun 2024 notification. Correct?
Indeed, my lord.
C5.
C5. C5, kindly come to 108, my lord.
Yes.
Middle of the page it says column 1 existing rules.
Yes.
In that, my lord would kindly see subclause 2, middle of the page, district center of so and so was known as 2-year BTC or its equivalent 2-year diploma in elementary education, DELED, oblique 4-year B.Ed. B.Ed, one second. Graduation with 50% marks and Bachelor of Education. This is the original rule. Let's have it in the middle of the page. And
Yes.
then please see the amended rule at 111. 111 top of the page, my lord. It starts at 1110 bottom. Column 2, if my lord would see at 1110 bottom, it says column 2 rules substituted by 110 bottom.
110 bottom.
Last part, my lord, bottom of the page, column 2 rules substitute, the bold, the one in bold.
Which is 110, yes, sir.
Acha, bold wala one.
Bold printed.
Column 2 rules substituted by.
Yes.
And then my lord would kindly come to page 111.
Yes.
My lord would kindly see in this description 4-year B.Ed training in so and so, B.Ed has been removed. But the person appointed as teachers up to class 1 to 5. So B.Ed is no more a qualification. Clarificatory and link.
What is this on page 112 where B.Ed is also recognized? What is this supposed to be? Please, can you explain?
My lords, if my lord would see in middle of the page, right?
Yes.
My lord would
The
kindly see.
candidate must be a graduate or its equivalent so and so.
My lords, that is Bachelor of Special Education.
All right, okay.
It is not covered as B.Ed because it says 4 years, my lord.
Okay.
So that is the distinction.
Calculation doesn't say correct.
No, 112.
112, my
Doesn't
lord.
say special education.
My lord, the 4-year is mentioned, my lord would kindly see.
The candidate must be graduate or its equivalent from a university established by law in India and have passed 2 years diploma in elementary
That's
education
DELED.
and the relevant documents have been obtained by the candidate.
candidate.
Or
Indeed, my lord.
graduate with so and so and 1 year bachelor of education / LT or Shikshak Bharti.
Yes, so 1-year Bachelor of Education is not my course.
All right.
That is because they have given the time, therefore they make a distinction. my lords.
And now read column 2 again.
Indeed, my lord.
Roman 2. Roman 2.
Roman
On
2.
page 110 bottom.
Indeed, my lord. 2 years diploma in elementary education, DELED,
Yes.
known as 2-year BTC in the state of Uttarakhand,
Yes.
from any district education and training institute / district resource center or of the state or its equivalent from an institute recognized by National Council for Teachers Education. The candidate should have received records related to a 2-year diploma in elementary education or 4-year BLED, bachelor's, I will just get the exact thing. Is it elementary? I'm sorry. Thank you. 4-year bachelor's of elementary education, training in elementary education, or 2-year diploma in education, special education, DED. But the persons appointed as teachers up to class 1 to 5, it is mandatory to complete a 6-month bridge course in primary education recognized by NCT within 2 years of appointment as a teacher. Then the second part, provided that the 2-year diploma in education, special education,
Why this bridge course are they talking of?
that has been because of
They're
the
still talking of bridge course.
I get it is erroneously kept. It doesn't match, my lord. So just for special education. Okay. So what they say is, my lord, because there is a qualification of special education, if my lord would kindly see page 111 top, diploma in education, bracket special education. So because if a person is appointed from this category, which is diploma in education, special education, DED, then he'll have to do a bridge course. What has been struck down by this court is only BEd. But diploma in education, bracket special education is not being struck down by this court. So therefore, what I stand corrected, that diploma in education, if a person is appointed, he will still have to undergo a bridge course, which in fact will support my case. I hope I'm making myself clear, my lord.
So all those teachers who were working in private, government, unaided institutions
Indeed.
and who got the benefit of the 2017 notifications,
Indeed.
correct?
Indeed.
Both the notifications.
Indeed.
Whether they were BEd
Either of
or
the two.
not BEd.
Either of the two.
One of them had to do DLED for 18 months.
Months.
The other had to do 6 months bridge course.
Indeed.
Your contention is that then you become eligible to apply for a regular recruitment
Indeed. Indeed.
advertised by the government.
Indeed. To rephrase it, I acquired the minimum qualification. If I
Their contention is that you acquire minimum qualification to continue where you are.
exactly.
Don't jump into the government.
Exactly. In fact, their
For that you require to have a 2 years DLED course
indeed.
and that's it.
Indeed. In fact, if their contention was solely that, that would have helped me because the as I said, the other round has traveled to this court. Their contention is only that because Devesh Sharma says BEd, we will not look beyond BEd. Devesh Sharma says that if you have BEd as a qualification,
You're not
and
entitled.
you're not entitled.
What-
So therefore, even if you have BEd plus plus, we will not consider. That is their contention, which is recorded in the interim order passed by my lords in November, that we have not been non-suited by any court. So why should the state misunderstand?
Even Devesh Sharma did not do that.
Indeed, indeed. I'm so grateful for that. In fact, Devesh Sharma helps me because Devesh Sharma in the clarificatory order says that, okay, you have been appointed. Now to attain minimum eligibility, you can take the 6 months bridge course and become minimum eligible. That's what Devesh Sharma says. So therefore, that helps me.
But the only distinction is whether you become eligible to continue in those primary
Indeed.
institutions, private
Indeed.
institutions,
Because other
or you become eligible
you would
to
not,
Yes.
not even be entitled to continue to
in
the
the private
private.
institution.
I'm grateful for that question.
You want to
Therefore,
take-
these two orders which I want to
Want to
show.
take advantage of that relaxation given to you.
Indeed.
To come into the regular government pool.
Indeed. And therefore, this other deal at the second gate, as I was mentioning, that 18-month course, that has been tested up till this court. That whether I will only be allowed to continue or can I be applying in a fresh recruitment. And that has been held that yes, I can apply in fresh recruitments in black and white terms.
Where is that?
Yes.
Oh, fine, you continue to argue.
Very interesting. Sorry. Yes, this is clarificatory.
Just give the convenience for comparison.
Looking for it, I just want to apologize that I wasn't here. It's
No,
one
that's all.
part heard. I'm just on my
So
next.
Kalra has kept us engaged.
Yes, yes. And he's doing a much better job.
I'm grateful. 260 of the convenience compilation. I'm grateful to my friend Malot for making this compilation. Page 260 is the first order of clarification that this honorable court gave regarding the NIOS DELED, the second gate.
Vishwanath and others.
Vishwanath and others. It starts at 260. Just to give a brief background before my lord reads this order, my lord, because we had the assist, myself and Mr. led by Mr. Shankarayan, had the opportunity to assist my lords in this very matter.
Yes.
This is a clarificatory order given in a petition which was decided by this honorable court. The issue was this, that whether an 18-month course, which is this DLED, would be equivalent to a 24-month course or will be at par with this 24-month course, subject to the person who had applied for the 18-month course, which is us, while being in service. That was the short question. And while that, my lord, because there were multiple recruitments being done, while multiple recruitments were being done, many states started those DLED holders which had done this 18-month course. They started excluding them from the area of competition, saying that because you have done an 18-month course, you can't apply for a fresh recruitment. You can only continue. Therefore, multiple states writ petitions were filed, etc., where they said that please consider us at par with the regular course, which is 24 months. And hence, in that backdrop, my lord, this clarificatory order is passed. If my lords would now kindly have para 2 onwards, page 261. We have already clarified in the judgment, and my lord, in fact, let's see para 1 also, because that notification is the same date which we just read.
No, paragraph 3 also mentions the.
Para 3. However, to avoid any confusion, we again clarify that the 18 months diploma obtained by such persons who were in employment as on 10th August 17 and who have completed the diploma course of 18 months would be treated as a valid diploma holder for purpose of applying in other institutions or for promotional avenues. I will pause here for a minute, my lord. This question may come in, and as an fairness, I should state, my lord, that this date 10th August 17 is very important because the amendment to the RTE Act of section 29, my lord, proviso being inserted, was only notified on 9th August 17 because it had to be completed by 31st March 19, 4 years. But they notified the proviso, the amendment, at a later date by giving effect from a back date. So from 1st April 15, 4 years, 31st March 19.
2 years were lost.
Indeed, my lord.
You hardly had 2
Indeed.
years left to.
And
complete
therefore, a direction was also issued by MHRD that 2 years, please give a relaxation because the government has given the answer. As government will come.
So respondents be ready to argue post lunch.
Maloj, I will. I lead.
Say apart from what has been stated.
There are 4 states I have been addressing your lordships on.
Utrakhand.
Uttarakhand. The other 3 states, my friends are, I think Ms. Dwivedi is in Uttarakhand in a connected matter as well.
And for the other 5 minutes.
Acha, all right, we will see.